Today, we are going to talk about the cultural heritage of India. It comprised mainly of Sat, Chit and Anand, as well as it tells us Dharma, Arth, Kam, Moksha. Four things are the main pillars of that thing: righteousness, to earn our living, physical pleasure, as well as salvation. Dharma, Artha, Kam or Moksha. So, since the time immemorial, people are learning, people are understanding what are the real values of India. India is not a land, it is a thought process, it is a philosophy, it lives within. There are many rivers, River Ganges, Yamuna, Kaveri, Mahanadi, Brahmaputra and many distinctive mountain ranges. It gives us certain amount of pride within ourselves that who we are and what we are capable of. And we are proud of our rich and cultural heritage. So let us start our chapter, the cultural heritage of the great India. Very good morning to all the students present. Today we are about to start our YouTube video which says the cultural heritage of India as well as traditional handicraft and fine arts. There are many different and distinctive features of India. India is a varied place with distinctive cultures, distinctive societies. Many tribes are living over here. We have already talked about Aryans coming to India via different routes. Then we have been talking about Dravidians, then Habsi people, Nishad people, and many different people, Alpines, Dinaric, and we have discussed all these things only because of our historical facts and our rich cultural heritage. So we came to know about rich cultural heritage due to certain distinctive archaeological surveys. And these surveys have decided and these surveys have told us that India was always a primal place for business as well as culture, dance, music, fine arts, every single thing. So it is our moral responsibility to preserve it, to conserve it, and to flourish it. These are the three main points we have been discussing and we will be discussing. Okay? Let us talk about this cultural heritage of India. India is a country with rich cultural heritage. India has got its own ports. In the erstwhile time, we have already learnt about Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, and different kind of civilization, Indus Valley civilization to be precise. So Lothal is a very fine example of it. And Lothal resides, is located near Bhavnagar. So it is our more responsibility to go and find out how important Lothal is and what was its value at that time, what kind of a port it was at that time, what kind of people were traveling over there, how the world was connected through trade. When we were talking about trade, India was a prime location for the traders all over the world. Later on, things changed. The king of Istanbul, which was known as at that time Constantinople by Britishers, and in Urdu it was known as Kustuntuniya. So these places were the main hub and the market of the buying and selling of spices and Indian goods, the muslin, the cotton and many different things. But later on, due to some political upheaval, the things went haywire and the Portuguese, Dutch, English, French, they have decided they have to find the sea route and they are going to do the direct business with the English people, Indian people. And later on, the things changed. And when they came over here, Many things have changed, but at the same time, you will be also aware they gave us many different things such as the postal service, railway service, English speaking, and all that English education. These kind of things have came up to us, though it was meant for their only interest, but it suits us also, and we got benefited from it. Then let us move to it. Take cultural heritage of India, traditional handicraft and fine arts. India is a country of rich cultural heritage. It includes materialistic and genetical heritage. We have got materialistic things, many different things, as well as genetical heritage. In our genes, we have got that kind of heritage. Many of the people are still proud that our forefathers were fighters, they were warriors, they were priests, they were sages. These kind of things we have got in our mind. A child inherits physical and mental characteristics from the parents by birth is known as a genetic inheritance. We call it sanskars in our language. Okay, जो भी whatever the kid does in the society, how he behaves, how he touches the feet of other people, or he does not touches, or he how he talks, how the way he behaves with other people. The responsibility is solely of the parents as well as the teachers. So this is our cultural heritage. So we praise their parents and forefathers for the betterment of the child. Whereas house, land, estates like properties obtained from ancestors is called material heritage. Many of the people have already inherited many properties as well as different amount of golds, ornaments, and distinctive things. Similarly, whatever man obtains or creates with his intellect and skill is generally called cultural heritage. अब जो आदमी अपने दिमाग से यूज करता है, दिमाग से इकट्ठा करता है, that is known as cultural heritage. In the same manner, traditions, customs, rituals, and special type of lifestyle adopted by our ancestors is also known as cultural heritage. अब a special type of lifestyle, it is totally dependent on our cultural heritage. तो जो lifestyle हमने follow की है, many of the people in India you have seen कि while they drink water, तो they respect water a lot. Water की पूजा की जाती है. They go to river Ganges on और एक appropriate date और time के अंदर उस पर डुबकी लगाते हैं. They take a dip into it. It's a holy water at the holy time. So it gives them a sense of traditional values कि भाई हम लोग उससे कनेक्ट हो रहे हैं. उत्तरायण के दिन भी हम देखेंगे तो it is actually things related with the astronomy, but it connects the human soul as well as heart. So we are very connected to it. Style adapted by ancestors is also known as cultural heritage. In addition, other matters like education, farming, trade, rules and regulations for daily life, festivals, entertainment, art and handicraft, beliefs and skills are also included in cultural heritage. So cultural heritage is very important for us, and it gives us certain amount of boost. It gives us the way to lead our life. It gives us directive principles, how we should live, how we should teach our children how to live in society also, how our animals behave. These kind of things are also given in our directive principles of our cultural heritage, and we have been learning through our forefathers these kind of important values. Then India, being an ancient country of the world, has its best tradition, social values, dogma, customs and family system. Ab India was not a 100% sure and pure place. It has got its own dogmas, and certain rituals were not trustworthy enough, and we should not abide by them. Right now, if you think about it, firstly India was a matriarchal society which was led by the mother, but later on it turned into a patriarchal society. It's not a bad thing, it's a very good thing when we turn ourselves into the patriarchal society. But when we think about patriarchal society and we try to supersede over the women or the matriarchy, that is very wrong. We should be equal. We should feel, who are we to make them equal? ये भी कई लोग बोलते हैं कि विमेन हमारे इक्वल हम करना चाहते हैं. आप कौन होते हैं उनको करने वाले? विमेन आर ऑलरेडी इक्वल. वी जस्ट हैव टू बिलीव इन इट एंड वी हैव टू, हु आर वी टू गिव देम राइट्स? They have already got rights, so they are equal. So these kind of mentality is a kind of a social dogma. और उसके अंदर बहुत सारी चीज़ें और ओपन अप होके आएंगी सामने, बाद पढ़ेंगे. इंडिया बीइंग एन एंशिएंट कंट्री ऑफ द वर्ल्ड हैज़ इट्स बेस्ट ट्रेडिशंस, सोशल वैल्यूज, डॉगमा, कस्टम्स एंड फैमिली सिस्टम. So it is our duty to preserve our cultural heritage. There are references of 64 arts in the ancient literature. It is said a person, a full person, who the definition of the complete man has got the 64 art. He should be proficient in 64 arts. 64 कलाओं में निपुण होना चाहिए. 64 आर्ट्स. और आप देखेंगे मैरिज के टाइम पर भी ऐसा होता है. सम ऑफ द आर्ट्स आर मास्टर्ड बाय विमेन एंड सम ऑफ द आर्ट्स आर मास्टर्ड बाय मेन, just like hunting and all that stuff. Then knitting, cooking, and these kind of the music and all these kind of arts can be mastered by who? Mastered by the ladies. So जो उसके कितने गुण हो गए? 32 गुण उसके हो गए, 32 गुण उसको. When we go for a match, फिर इसलिए लोग मैच के लिए जब शादी के लिए जाते हैं तो क्या बोलते हैं? पूरे 32 गुण मिल गए. तो 32 और 32 गुण मिलते हैं तो क्या हो जाता है? 64 कलाएँ इकट्ठी हो जाती हैं. जब 64 आर्ट्स आपको आती हैं तो आपको जीने के लिए किसी और चीज़ की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. ठीक है. 64 आर्ट फॉर्म्स यू आर केपेबल ऑफ कंप्लीटिंग. 64 आर्ट फॉर्म्स. दीज आर हैंडीक्राफ्ट, वर्कमैनशिप, स्किल्स, कसब वर्क के बारे में वी आर ज़्यादा लर्न करेंगे. आर्ट, ड्राइंग, म्यूजिक, ड्रामेटिक आर्ट एंड डांस एट्सेट्रा. आवर एंशिएंट करेंसीज वर ऑल्सो वैल्यूएबल. Prosperity of India was main attraction for visitors to attack India. That was also a great reason. If something is flourishing, something is prominent, something has got a good amount of riches, तो people tend to go. कहते हैं ना, हिंदी के अंदर भी एक कहावत है कि फलों वाले पेड़ के ऊपर ही सबसे ज़्यादा पत्थर पड़ते हैं. रीज़न क्या है? कि it has something to offer, it has something to give. That is the reason people threw stones to that tree so they can capture more and more fruit out of it. They can gather more fruits. Same is the thing with India. वो जितना लूट सकते थे उसे वो लूटना चाहते थे. Our ancient currencies were also valuable. Today the education of yoga is considered as a part of cultural heritage, which has been adopted by the whole world. Consequently, 21st June is celebrated as the World Yoga Day in the whole world. अब जो World Yoga Day है वो पूरी दुनिया के अंदर मनाया जाता है as a World Yoga Day. Then in this chapter, we will learn about varied art and craft of India. Art of Indian artisans. Artist से जो नीचे होते हैं वो artisans होते हैं. Means देखो, artist makes a painting, but the artisans can make lots of painting in a same pattern or maybe bit of haywire, but they are artists also. But artisans, मजदूर जिसको बोलते हैं, उस टाइप के आर्टिस्ट हैं. वो लॉन्ग टर्म के वर्क्स करते हैं, इसको आर्टिसान्स बोला जाता है. The beauty of Indian cultural heritage is lying in traditional art of its artisans. They have skillfully developed varied lifestyle of people through their remarkable art and handicraft industry. Weaving and embroidery, wooden art, clay work, drawing, painting, leather industry, enamel work, sculpture, architecture, aqiq work, diamond related artistic workmanship and knitting work have their unique identity in India. अब इंडिया के अंदर बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं, such as they have got weaving, embroidery, wooden art, the art on the wood, clay work, utensils, then drawing, painting. Leather industry was very famous at that time. Leather was mainly used in wars. आप देखेंगे घोड़े की जो जीन होती है उसके ऊपर और उसकी जो लगाम, वो भी आएगा हमारे. लगाम है, सहन है, वो सब उसमें लेदर इंडस्ट्री. और फिर वाटर बॉटल्स के तौर पे भी लेदर इंडस्ट्री वॉज मेनली यूज. देन द फुटवेयर, लेदर इंडस्ट्री वॉज प्रोमिनेंट ओवर देयर. देन इनेमल वर्क, किसी चीज़ के ऊपर पानी चढ़ाना, सोने का पानी चढ़ाना, आपने सुना हुआ, वर्क चढ़ाना. देन स्कल्पचर, आर्किटेक्चर, अकीक वर्क. अकीक इज काइंड ऑफ स्टोन, मोस्टली ब्लैक स्टोन है. और अकीक यूजुअली मुस्लिम जो पॉपुलेशन है वो अकीक को ज़्यादा प्रेफर करती है. Then diamond related artistic workmanship and knitting work with their unique identity. Then clay work. Men and clay are closely associated since ancient time. जो men और clay है वो बहुत टाइम से connected है. The whole life of men revolves around it from the cradle to the grave. Cradle means झूले से लेके grave तक के लिए वो एक साथ उसके साथ वो रहती है. क्या?
क्या रहती है, आदमी और मिट्टी। आप देखेंगे जब पैदा होते हैं तो व्हेन यू आर वेरी यंग, आप देखेंगे तो कई लोगों के घर में दिया जलाया जाता है मिट्टी का, और वो मिट्टी के जो दिए हैं उसका इम्पोर्टेंस इतना है कि जब व्हेन द पर्सन डाइज, आपने देखा होगा काफ़ी लोग जली हुई मटकी के अंदर राख होती है, थोड़ा गोबर का, उसमें से वो राख निकलती रहती है और वो लेकर चलते रहते हैं। तो वो भी एक चीज़ है, मतलब कहते हैं ना, जीते भी लकड़ी मरते भी लकड़ी, और वो सब चीज़ें चलती। छोटे हैं तो लकड़ी के खिलौनों से खेलते हैं और मरते समय लकड़ी का सहारा लेकर चलते हैं, और जब मर जाते हैं तब लकड़ियों में ही जलाए जाते हैं। तो बिफोर द इन्वेंशन ऑफ मेटल क्ले थिंग्स वर यूज्ड अबेडेंटली। टॉयज़, पॉट्स, पिचर्स, अर्दन लैम्प, समझ में आएंगे, टॉयज़ भी थे अलग अलग टाइप, पिचर्स पानी भरने के जग्स जिसको हम बोलते हैं पिचर्स बोलते हैं, अर्दन लैम्प यानी कि दिए, क्ले स्टोर चूल्हा, स्टोव, क्ले वेयर्स वर मेड फॉर बाय द पॉटर्स टू स्टोर ग्रेन्स, मिल्क, घी, कर्ड एंड बटर मिल्क, ये सब चीज़ें। मैक्सिमम किचन वेयर्स वर मेड अप ऑफ क्ले। The walls of the houses, kubas, were plastered by the paste of cow dung and clay. We have got many clay utensils of red color and belong to Lothal, Mohenjo-daro and Harappa culture of ancient time. Potter's wheel is considered to be the best device for clay work in ancient India. In present times, also we can see garba, pitcher having holes containing earthen lamp inside in Navratri. बहुत सारी चीज़ें, we have got many clay utensils of red color that belong to Lothal, Mohenjo-daro. After excavation of these sites, we get to know that we were profusely using these things, and Harappan culture of the ancient time. Further, potter's wheel is considered to be the best device for clay work in ancient India. In present time, also we can see garba, pitcher having holes containing earthen lamp inside in Navratri. नवरात्रि के अंदर आपने देखा होगा गरबा होता है. India was famous for producing the baked utensil of baked clay as well as unbaked clay, terracotta, since ancient time. This is known by seeing remains of old and handmade clay utensils found by Nagarjuna Konda in South India and Lagnaj by Mehsana district. India ये इसके लिए बहुत फेमस था. Baked utensil of baked clay as well as unbaked clay. So these places were very important. Then art of weaving. So we are going to move to art of weaving. So let us start about the art of weaving. The art of making long threads using small pieces of cotton and cotton balls, swab, and joining them together is called art of spinning. We all know that Gandhiji has given the special importance as a cottage industry and joined it with Swadeshi to make us self-reliant under the banner of freedom movement, which has created a new history. The meaning of self-reliant is people should be reliable onto themselves. They should rely on themselves. You have heard about a company called Reliance. It is connected with self-reliance. The people of India should become self-reliant. That was the main motto behind that thing. So same is the thing with Reliance. If we want to rely on ourselves, we have to make our clothes. So that was the main objective behind that. And they have started it by spinning the wheel. जिसको हम बोलते हैं चरखा चलाना. चरखा चलाने से आज़ादी हमको प्राप्त हुई. We all know that Gandhiji had given it special importance for a cottage industry. Cottage industry छोटा कुटीर उद्योग जिसे छोटे लेवल पे उद्योग होता है, and joined it with Swadeshi to make us self-reliant under the banner of freedom movement, which has created a new history. Then handwriting, hand weaving. Since ancient time, India is known for its textile know-how. It is well known for the whole piece of cloth of a particular size, taka, of fine muslin of Dhaka, could easily pass through a ring. अब ऐसा बोला जाता था कि muslin, there was a cloth named muslin. Today also, it is known as muslin. The muslin cloth can be folded 24 yard, यानी एक साड़ी जितना अगर वो क्लॉथ हो 24 यार्ड, 22 यार्ड्स का क्रिकेट पिच है, पिच से 2 यार्ड और ज़्यादा अगर वो होता है, उसको अगर आप रोल करो, उसको फोल्ड करो और उसे एक मैच बॉक्स के अंदर भी डाल सकते हैं. इतना फाइन, इतना महीन, इतना सिल्की वो होता है. दैट इज़ द रीज़न. तो अब इस तरीके से ये सब चीज़ें की जा रही थी और दैट वाज वेरी फेमस मसलन एट दैट टाइम। एक रिंग से भी उसे निकाला जा सकता था। आपके घर का कोई भी कपड़ा आप ले लो 22 यार्ड्स का या 10 यार्ड्स का भी ले लो, कोई साड़ी ले लो, कोई कपड़ा ले लो, आप उसको एक रिंग में से निकाल नहीं पाओगे, वो रिंग में से निकल जाता था। नाउ दीज आर हैंड वोवन कार्पेट्स and could be adjusted in a matchbox, as I have told you. Moreover, carpet, galiche of several regions, knitting work on attires and artistry, etc. occupied a prominent place. Amongst them, Patola of Patan, Patan का जो पटोला है, it was very famous because of the preservation of the Solanki king, the one. Solanki जो king one, the number one king थे, उन्होंने जो first king थे, उन्होंने उसको preserve किया, उन्होंने उसको एक टाइप का जिसको कहते हैं ना कंजर्वेशन दिया। इस वजह से पाटन का पटोला आगे बढ़ा। कांजीवरम, इट्स अ वेरी फेमस साड़ी एंड इट्स मेड अप ऑफ गोल्ड। बनारसी साड़ी, बांधनी ऑफ राजस्थान आर यूनिक आइडेंटिटी ऑफ इंडिया। दीज आर एक्सट्रीमली फेमस एंड विच कैनॉट बी फाउंड इन एनी पार्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, इवन नॉट इन इंडिया। स्पेसिफिक, ओनली स्पेसिफिक पार्ट्स ऑफ इंडिया यहाँ पे ये चीज़ आपको मिलती है। ड्यूरिंग द गोल्डन पीरियड ऑफ सोलंकी एरा, गुजरात हैड progressed in this field. During the reign of Siddharth Jaisingh the one, many artisans, many weavers came and settled in Patan, and patolas of Patan became world famous due to their skills. This art of Patan is more than 850 years old. Only a handful of artisans have such skill for such a complicated and time consuming arts. आज की तारीख में भी आप देखेंगे total of 800 families शुरुआत में वहाँ पे थी और लेटर ऑन वो कम होती गई, बट स्टिल इट इज़ इन सर्वाइविंग मोड. सो द आर्ट ऑफ पाटन इज़ मोर देन 850 years old. Only a handful of artisans have the skill for this but complicated and time consuming work. It is very time consuming. The silk ware बेवड़ एक, it is known as बेवड़. बेवड़ आप देखेंगे तो टू टाइप की इसमें से दोनों तरफ से पहना जा सकता है, दैट इज इसलिए इसका नाम बेवड़ इक्त है. Produced in Patan called Patola Patan. Ikt means weaving. This type of saree is designed in such a manner that it can be worn on either side. दोनों ही तरीकों से इसे पहना जा सकता है. This type of Patola variety has a good durability and its original colors remain intact. There is a saying in the same reference, पड़ी पटोले भात फाटे पण फिटे नहीं. It is said कि अगर कुछ भी हो जाए ये it can be torn but इट कैन नॉट बी फेडेड. ये ख़राब नहीं होगा, फेड नहीं होगा, इसका कलर नहीं उतरेगा. द डिज़ाइन लेड डाउन इन पटोला शेड नेवर फेड इवन इफ द क्लॉथ मे बी टॉर्न. चाबाले जो डिज़ाइन है वो कभी ख़राब नहीं होगा पर क्लॉथ कभी फटेगा नहीं. आर्ट ऑफ एम्ब्रॉयडरी. द वर्क ऑफ एम्ब्रॉयडरी कैन बी सीन ऑन द क्लोथ्स ऑफ द आइडल्स एंड स्टैचूज विच वर फाउंड ड्यूरिंग द एक्सकवेशन ऑफ हरप्पन एंड मोहनजोदारो. The art of weaving on the clothes of men, women and children is very famous from ancient time. This art of embroidery was seen on the clothes of men, women and children in Sindh, Saurashtra and Kutch region at the time of Indus Valley civilizations. Now we are talking about the civilizations. Many civilizations have got their own unique identity and the clothing as well as their pottery was very important. So when we are talking about embroidery, so we have to give a compliment to Sindh, Saurashtra and Kutch region. Their embroidery was fascinating, fabulous, and till this time they are fabulous. Apart from embroidery, Bandhani of Jamnagar, Jaipur, Bhuj and Mandvi of Gujarat are very famous. Mandvi was an old port of Gujarat. You should be aware of that. And we are talking about Bandhani of Jamnagar. Rajasthan की भी बांधनी फेमस है, जामनगर की भी. Jaipur, Bhuj and Gujarat are very popular. The traditional style of Bandhani with all its luster, underline the word luster. Luster means shine. And due to the beautiful designs of elephant, puppet, dice and picture is very popular today. अब उसके अंदर क्या क्या डिज़ाइंस बनाते हैं, एलिफेंट के डिज़ाइन होते हैं, पपेट के डिज़ाइन होते हैं, डाइस हम जो खेलते हैं, गोटी जिसे बोलते हैं, एंड पिक्चर जो मटका इज़ वेरी पॉपुलर टुडे. कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री वॉज टेकन ओवर बाय द वुमेन ऑफ कच्छ एंड सौराष्ट्र रीजन ऑफ गुजरात. और गुजरात के सौराष्ट्र रीजन से वो कनेक्ट करते हैं. द ट्रेडिशनल आर्ट ऑफ एम्ब्रॉयडरी, तोरन्स, चकड़ा, पिलो कवर, बेड शीट्स, शाक, तोड़लिया, clothes like Kedia is well known even today. Embroidery work is also carried out on kilt and shawls with different designs. Embroidery work of Jat community of Banni area of Kutch is unique in itself. अब ये जितने भी सब जो काम काज हो रहे हैं वो सब कहाँ होते हैं, जट कम्युनिटी करती है, और बन्नी एरिया जो है वो कच्छ के, वहाँ पे एम्ब्रॉयडरी वर्क इज़ गोइंग ऑन. किल्ट को अंडरलाइन करना, किल्ट अब ओढ़ने के लिए जिसको रात का कंबल जिसे बोलते हैं, दैट इज़ किल्ट. एंड शॉल तो आप जानते ही हैं, शॉल भी कैन बी worn by ladies. Then leather industry. Skin of dead animals are used for various purposes in ancient India. After the death of animals, skin was processed in traditional manner. Leather was prominently used for making masak, a leather bag for fetching water, and coarse drum, dholak, tabla, and the bellows used by blacksmiths and various types of footwear. Leather belts to tie animals, etc. अब इसके different and distinctive मीन्स थे लेदर इंडस्ट्री के. क्या क्या थे उसके बारे में थोड़ी बात कर लेते हैं. सबसे फर्स्ट लॉ, द एनिमल्स वर नॉट स्लॉटर्ड एट ऑल. जो एनिमल्स डेड हो जाते हैं, डेड एनिमल की जो चमड़ी थी उसी को निकाला जाता था, तो उससे मशक बनाई जाती. इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ अ लेदर बैग फॉर फेचिंग वाटर, पानी पीने के लिए वाटर बॉटल की तरह यूज़ किए जाते थे. देन कोर्स ड्रम, ढोलक, तबला, दीज आर म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स, वो उसकी स्किन से बनाए जाते थे. एंड द बेलोज यूज्ड फॉर ब्लैकस्मिथ्स. आप देखेंगे भट्टी के आगे एक ऐसा पंप जैसा लगा होता है, वो भी इससे बनाया जाता है. एंड वेरियस टाइप ऑफ फुटवेयर्स. लेदर बेल्ट्स आर ऑल्सो टू टाई एनिमल्स. आदमियों और जानवरों को बांधने के लिए आप देखेंगे लगाम, सहज, पालन, ये सब चीज़ें यूज़ की जाती थी. लेदर वॉज ऑल्सो यूज टू प्रिपेयर शील्ड विच वॉज यूज्ड ड्यूरिंग वॉर्स. शील्ड में भी यूज़ होती थी, यानी युद्ध का एक प्रोमिनेंट पार्ट थी वो. Leather industry had a prominent place in ancient India. Well-knitted mojadi of Rajasthan, shoes, leather-knitted purses, belts, and other things made out of leather for horse and camel, like साज. अब घोड़े के अलावा हाथी पे भी, कैमल पे भी चढ़ने के लिए साज, पालन, लगाम और विप आप समझते हैं ना, चाबुक, वो भी चमड़े से ही बनाई जाती थी. ये सब चीज़ें जब बनाई जाती थी तो इससे हमको एक सेंस ऑफ एक्साइटमेंट मिलता है. हमको ये आइडिया होता है कि आर कल्चरल हेरिटेज इज़ वेरी प्रोमिनेंट एंड वेरी पावरफुल. इट गिव्स अस सर्टन अमाउंट ऑफ एड्रेनलिन रश विच लीड्स अस टू द प्राइड मोमेंट्स ऑफ आर एंशिएंट पीपल. I am going to complete this lecture up till today, up till this chapter only, so you can digest every single word. And now it is your responsibility, because the comment sections will be open. First of all, you have to write down your name, as well as you have to write down the doubts or the things which you are unaware of, which has been taught in the chapter. So you just have to write your name as well as the doubt, and I am going to solve it out first of all. And regarding to the chapter or any subject or regarding to this topics, if you have got any kind of a doubt, you are absolutely free to ask. Please ask, because asking makes you more knowledgeable. It gives you a different aspect of whatever you are thinking. So don't get prejudiced always, or don't be pride about it. It is said in it's an old English saying which says all the problems in the world has pride and prejudice. या तो गर्व होगा या prejudice होगा, दोनों को निकालना पड़ेगा. So cultural heritage of India, and first and foremost thing, the next WRT which is going to be happen on 30th, जो 30 तारीख को होने वाली है, उसमें 8th चैप्टर के क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर्स पूछूंगा मैं, 8th ना कि 2nd के, इसलिए डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. ओके, 25 मार्क्स की WRT, 8th चैप्टर ओनली. एंड सो हम इसको भगाएंगे नहीं, आराम से धीरे धीरे. So we are going to learn more and more about our Indian culture. So take care, be happy, study more and more, and if you have got any kind of doubts, please feel free to ask. We are over here to help you out. Thank you very much.